The trial of 5 men accused of the 2014 murder of soccer star Senzo Meyiwa has resumed this week in the High Court in Pretoria after a 2-week break.
Well, Constable Sizwe Zungu returned to the stand for cross-examination, and of course it continues to be a fascinating trial, really trying to get to the bottom of what happened to Senzo Meyiwa.
And it's a retrial, of course, because we know these proceedings were run in the last year. Linda Mnisi has been tracking the story since the very beginning and joins us tonight. Linda, let's begin with the main focus as things started off this morning in Pretoria.
Well, you'll remember, Timbekile, that today was expected to be, cross-examination or continuation of the cross-examination of state witness Constable Sizwe Zungu. And essentially, one of the things that the defense wanted to focus on was that statement. You'd remember that before we went on recess, Constable Zungu had placed all 5 accused at the hostel in Vosloorus, where he said they were all together on the day of Senzo Meyiwa's murder. What does the defense make of these particular claims? Well, let's take a listen.
My instruction is that that person that you are referring to as yourself is Mr. Mnisi.
I've got no knowledge of that.
Thank you. And further on, my instructions are that even though it's not so properly exhibited in that photo, but that person, it's even much taller than accused number 3 himself, and is a very huge person.
And Linda, there was an attempt, wasn't there, today to basically dismiss the testimony of this witness altogether?
Yes, essentially, especially if you look at what he said around, accused number 1 and 3 having had guns when they entered into that room at the hostel in Vosloorus. And the lawyer for accused number 3 in particular, Toby Simngube, saying that essentially the entire testimony by Constable Zungu was nothing but hogwash. Let's take a listen.
I've got instruction to tell you that your story or your version about the hostel, that there was a jamboree, there was a celebration, or you were called upon to go to the hostel, where accused number 3 was also there on the 26th of August, 26th of October 2014. It's just a hogwash.
Can you explain what is a hogwash?
Hogwash is nonsense. It's nonsense.
Linda, speak to us about the other accused, because there's been an attempt, especially that we've seen now since the beginning of the retrial, to place all of them in Vosloorus, from at least one witness you've already heard. And as far as today's proceedings, where are the others?
Well, you'll remember that before recess, Timbekile, one of the things that the defense had to peruse were the pictures of, the accused having been at the hostel on the day of Senzo Meyiwa's murder. They've gone through around 784 pictures, which of course were disclosed by the state in this matter. All of the accused essentially getting that opportunity to go through those, pictures. But now the lawyer for accused number 4 had also an opportunity to put the version of his client to the witness, and essentially saying that he too was not at the hostel on the day. Let's take a listen.
I personally saw him. Further, he gave me the key to the vehicle.
I'm further instructed by the accused that at no stage on the 24th of October 2014 at the hostel, that is Vosloorus hostel, entered the bedroom of Gwabeni in the company of accused number 5.
On the
26th of October, in the company of accused number 5.
2014, ehamba naye ummangalelwa wesihlanu, usho njalo-ke ummangalelwa wesibili. That's a lie. He was there, because there he was able to give me the keys.
Mnisi wrapping up proceedings at the resumption of the retrial of the men accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa.